Hey, hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to Release Your Inner Power and Ways to Boost Your Week with Ignited Decisions. I'm your host, Shauna B, your favorite sassy hype girl, life reinvention coach, here to help you ditch the overwhelm and step into a life that actually lights you up. And today we are diving into a topic that I know is a game changer, creating a support system that actually supports you. Because let's be honest, having people around you is not the same as having a real support system. So if you've ever felt like you're always the strong one for everyone else, but have no one to lean on when you actually need it, this episode is for you. So buckle up because we are about to fix that. All right, let's get real here. Let's dive in. Life can be a lot, whether you're juggling work, parenting, a million other responsibilities, or you're just trying to keep your head above water. And you're sticking your lips out, taking that breath. And you know what? You don't have to do it alone. You can take your cape off sometimes. I know that some of you listening are probably thinking, but Shauna, I don't want to burden anyone or ask for help because what if that makes them mad or they don't want it or they don't like it or I've been burned before. I get it. I get it. I have totally been there too. But here's the truth. A support system isn't just a nice to have thing. It is essential. It is the difference between feeling totally alone and isolated, and there is no one and you have no one, and feeling completely empowered and supported. It's having a lifeline on those tough days and a hype squad on the good ones. And it's time that you had one that actually works for you, not just a group of people who say, call me if you need anything, but then disappear. We want ride or dies, not just drive-bys, okay? Now let's get clear about what real people support is. It's not just having a bunch of friends or family members around, like your group's really big, you have this huge circle, right? It's having the right people in your life who can help you in the ways you actually need. You can have all those people. You can have circles and circles and all these people around you, but having the right people for your support system in that circle is what is needed, okay? Support can look like, what does that even mean, right? So support can actually look like the friend who always makes you laugh when feeling down. You know that's my girl, that's my friend, or it can be a guy, but that's my friend that is always the one that makes me laugh when I'm feeling down. So you might want to call them. Or maybe it's the mentor or person that gives you straight up advice without sugarcoating it when you need to hear the real deal to know the next thing. That's the person that you can call. Or it could be the partner that steps up and takes over when you can't handle it anymore. And you know what? Sometimes this isn't a partner. So for all you, single parents out there, you might not have that partner. You might not have that partner. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It can be somebody around you that has or will step in so you can do something else, right? Or it could be an accountability buddy who keeps you on track with your goals. And this doesn't need to be just about business. This could be your goal of taking that trip that you've always wanted to take, or the goal of helping you out of being on track, right? That accountability buddy. Like when you go to the gym, right? How many times have you gone to the gym and you're like, oh, I want to work out with my friend? Why? Why do we want to do that? Yes, it's fun to work out with your friend, but it's also an accountability thing because you don't want to let your friend down. And when somebody knows what your goals are and you allow yourself to open up to that, and then you want those check-ins, you're going to do it more because somebody's, there holding you accountable. It gives you a little bit more fire. You know what I'm saying? Here's what support does not look like. Okay. People who constantly drain your energy, give you guilt trips, or make it all about them. I like to call these people emotional vampires. And girl, we are not inviting them into our support circle or party. They are not invited to that, okay? So let's get to the good stuff. How to actually build this magical support system that totally has your back. So grab a notebook if you can, or if not, just really take this in because I'm about to give you some actionable steps right now that you can do right now. Identify what you need. Think about the different areas in your life, emotional, personal growth, your everyday life, your career or job that you do. What kind of support would make the biggest difference in each area? And be honest with yourself. So, that little judgment voice that's going to come in with what we were saying earlier about being a burden or, not being able to ask somebody, you got to whoosh that away and be honest with yourself because it's just you and this piece of paper right now. So, what kind of support would make the biggest difference in each area? Okay. And then assess your circle. Like, what is your current circle? Take a good look at the people in your life right now. Some of them may actually be supporting you already. So, who is that? Who is just taking up the space? And not really, not, is not going to be like, oh, that person's fun to hang out with. But when, stuff gets really tough, that's not going to be the person that I'm going to be like, hey, what's up? I need some help, right? Because I know it sounds harsh, but who is just taking up that space? But that's not like the supporting person. Because we want to upgrade that circle. We want to upgrade that support system. And not everybody's going to be coming along for the ride. I'm going to be real. Not everybody's going to be coming along for the ride. This is really important. Okay. Get specific about those needs. So, if you need emotional support, do you want someone who just listens or someone who gives you advice? Right? So, identifying, yes, I need emotional support, but then what does that look like? Again, someone who just listens or someone who gives advice or for practical support. So, maybe you might need help with childcare or like we were talking about earlier, an accountability buddy that's gonna like, if you need somebody to check you, like, what does the childcare look like? Is it just after school childcare? Is it whole day childcare? Is it long extended childcare? Like, what does that actually look like? Is it just tradesies for like, you get a play date one day this week and next week I'm gonna get a play date. Like, you take the kids and then I'll take the kids. So you're helping mamas out. You're helping each other out, right? Or is it the accountability buddy that you want to share the things with, whether that is you know, your working out journey, getting healthy, what you're thinking about, what your mindset is, personal growth, job, career, pick something. Do you want the person to check you and be like, did you do the steps? And then kind of dive into it. Like, why wasn't this done? How can I help? How can we come together to do the thing? Or is it the accountability hype girl? Like, heck yeah, you just did that, and just totally hyping you up. What does that look like? And then dun, 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 here's the next part. Be brave and reach out. So this is the part where people can trip up a little bit. It could be a little bumpy right here, You got to ask for what you need. People don't know until you ask. You got to use your words. You got to use your words because you would be totally surprised how many people are actually willing to help you, but they have no idea that you're struggling because you look like a boss, babe. They don't know what's going on in your head. Only you know what's going on up there. And until you say the need, they assume you got this. They assume your cape is on and you can do all the things. So you got to say, You gotta be brave, say the thing you need, and ask for it. You might just surprise yourself how many people are actually in your circle. Okay? Don't expect one person to be all of this for you. Okay? You might have a partner that might be amazing emotionally, but not so much with career advice. So you might need to have a girl for that. Or you might need your friend that's going to help you. This is the person I want to call because they're going to make me laugh and kind of uplift me. Have a person for that. You might have a person that you can do the swap with for the play dates or just, hey, can you watch my kids for an hour? Or hey, can you help me with practice? You might have a separate person for that. You might have a totally separate person for an accountability buddy. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Make a circle of the peeps that are the strongest with those qualities to build that support system to reach out to them for that specific need. Have a mix of people, okay? Mix of people. So now that you got your dream team, how do you use them? Because you can build your dream team. But a support system is completely useless if you don't use or lean on it. If you do not use it, setting it up for what? What are you setting it up for? To say, yeah, yeah, I got my support system. Well, here's me saying it is useless unless you actually use it and lean on your support system. So, how do you do that? Well, communicate regularly. Don't wait until you're totally falling apart and you're at the end of your rope. Keep your people, the support system, keep your people updated on what's going on. Chit-chatting. These are people that you can share stuff with, right? And set clear expectations. Like, let them know what you need and how they can best support you. And there might be times where you don't even know what that is, and that's okay. Saying it, stating that, I don't know what that is right now, is letting them know how they can show up for you. You know what I'm saying? It could be just, I need a weekly check-in. I just need you to check in on me and ask me how I'm doing. And even if you don't say what you need, or it could be in a text, it could be a phone call. One of my favorite things is Marco Polo. I'll use that also with a lot of my support system. Doing a video check-in weekly and just saying how's it going, just having the check-in to vent and say the things might be the thing that you need when you don't know what you need, right? Or it could be a monthly, hey, let's go out for coffee or let's meet for breakfast or whatever. You get to choose, right? You get to choose what these things are. Then be willing to receive this. Okay, this is a huge one. Don't be the strong one who refuses to let others help you. When somebody offers to help you and support you, take it. Take it. No guilt, no shame, no questions. Take the support. Okay? And then give back when you can, because remember, support is a two-way street. If you have the capacity to be there for them too, be there for them too. It strengthens that support system back and forth, right? Two-way street. It will strengthen the bond of your support system by doing this, okay? And listen, I know that this isn't always easy. It takes courage to admit that you actually need support, and even more to ask for it. Because when you're trying to wear that cape, when you're trying to be strong, when you're trying to be all of the things, you got to dig a little bit deep for the courage because the fear is what's keeping you from asking for the help. So stand up to that. Stand up to that, what I call dragon, your inner critic that's telling you all the things to keep you stuck there. Stand up to that voice because you deserve a life where you're not just in survival mode, but where you're actually thriving and living and rocking it. And heck yeah, having the right people in your corner makes a huge difference in this. So if you're thinking right now, Shauna, I've been let down before. I hear you, girl. But this time, you're going to do it differently. You're going to do it differently. This time, you're going to build that support system with intention. the right people, the right energy for the right reasons. And if nobody has told you lately, you are not a burden. You are worthy of all of this love, help, support, period. Period. All right, my beautiful souls. That is all for today. I hope that you're feeling a little more empowered, a little more seen, and a whole lot more ready to build that support system that actually supports you. If you love this episode, make sure to share it with someone else who needs to hear this. If you are ready to take this even further, come and join my Empower Her community, where you'll get even more of this awesome energy, plus a crew of like-minded hype women ready to support you. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review if this episode made a difference for you. I love to hear how you are building your support system. So slide into my DMs on social media and let me know how this is going. Let me know how it's going. Until next time, keep shining and keep going after the life that you deserve. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the conversation, learned something new, or got some gems to take away that will boost your week. I release a new episode each week, so make sure to click that follow button to not miss what is coming next. If you love the show or want to share a story, send me a quick message. I love hearing from listeners. If you know someone who needs this episode in their life, go ahead and share it with them. I'm sure they would love you for it. If you are looking to connect more, check out the show notes for all the social links, my website. I would love to hear how this episode helped you and what you loved about it. If there's a topic you want to hear about, send that too. All right, ladies, now is the time to release your inner power. If you're ready to break free from burnout and create a life that actually feels good, I've got you covered. You can work with me in a few ways. Join my monthly membership for ongoing support, dive into my workshops for quick breakthroughs, book coaching sessions for personalized guidance, or go all in with my Revive and Recharge Your Life coaching program to build a foundation for lasting change. No matter where you are on your journey, there is a path for you, my friend. Let's get started. DM me or check the link in the show notes to get more information.